This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So I have a very important show today to cover a topic that is very little understood, particularly by Black women. We don't understand why men leave after we build them up. And it's a big problem because a lot of times Black women get caught up in situations where they believe that they are being supportive, that they believe that they are doing everything that they can for a man. And then once he's built up or gets to a certain point in his life or whatever, what he wants to be or where he wants to be, he will leave her and then he'll go find another woman that wasn't there during that build up phase. And I want to share some general light. Now, I know before I go on, there are nuances and differences to everybody's relationship. It's not cookie cutter. But what I want to draw Black women's attention to is the difference between building a man and building with a man. Those two things are very, very different, but Black women think that they are the same thing, and they are not. Men don't like you building them. That's when they leave. But if you build with them, that's when they stay. And because of those two differences, this is critical for Black women to understand, especially young Black women. This is a critical point for Black women to understand so that you don't get left feeling like you got gypped out of a situation or out of a relationship. Okay? Now, first, let's talk about building a man and why this is the wrong approach for a woman to have going into a relationship with a man. Many times, Black women will quote unquote settle. And what this settling is that she will go and get into some type of relationship with a man that doesn't really have anything. Okay, not really. Okay, this can range from the so-called homosexual to the guy that just kind of is content with not doing a whole lot. And because Black women utilize their hypergamy the wrong way, she will try to boost him, but she won't do it in a feminine way. She'll do it in a masculine way. And here's what I mean. You enter into relationships like his mama. That's your main problem. This is the type of relationship where you're problem solving for him. This is the difference between building a man and building with a man generally lies in the energy and in the intent for which these things are done. Okay? Things like letting him stay in your house. You didn't go to his house. He's in your apartment. He's driving your car. You're giving him an allowance, a little money. You're letting him do this and you're letting him do that. You're looking for jobs for him. You are trying to build a network for him. You are doing all of these things. And really it's an attempt to try to build a man's manhood for him. This is wrong. This is the wrong approach. This is not anything that you should ever do, ever. And the reason why this doesn't work is because the only time in a man's life where a woman should be consistently problem solving for him is when he's a little baby. He's a little boy. Before he reaches an age where he can develop age-appropriate foresight and therefore began to resolve his own problems as a child, his little simple problems. His mother solves them for him, okay? She solves the problem of his shoes being untied. She solves the problem of him being hungry. She solves the problem of how he makes it across the street without getting hit. She solves that problem. What is he gonna wear today? What's he gonna do today? Did his crayons break? Did his toy break? Did the teacher say something at school that upset him? These are the things that a mother does to her son, for her son, because he is at an age where he cannot do this. You'll notice if you raise the son, what you'll notice is that as he gets older, he don't have to be that much older. As he gets older, he begins to express independence away from his mother. He doesn't want her tying his shoes. Even if they come untied 100 times, he doesn't want her to tie them. He wants to be able to reach down and tie those shoes successfully. Okay? He begins to want to do it himself. I'm a big boy, mama. No, I want to do it. This is him trying to practice something that he's going to have to do the rest of his life, and that other people are likely going to depend on him to be able to do for them, not only just for him, which is problem solve. He's going to have to develop his critical thinking, his rational thinking, his logical thinking, his analytical thinking. He's going to have to train himself to be able to think around corners, to think with foresight, to resolve issues, because he is going to be a man in this world. And other people, not only is he going to have to resolve his problems for himself, other people are going to depend on his problem-solving skills. Okay? So in order for him to develop that, he can't have your help. He can't have mommy's help all the time. He's going to have to do it himself. Okay? So a woman, a grown man, does not want a wife or a girlfriend performing problem-solving tasks for him, because it emasculates him and it doesn't give him an opportunity to see if his problem solving actually works in a relationship setting where he has to solve a problem for him and you, especially if he's new to relationships, especially if he's a young man. So he has to be able to trial and error. He has to be able to say, okay, I attempt to resolve a problem. And if he needs help, you're not the one he wants to come to. He will attempt to either do it himself, or if needed, he'll go to male counsel, because they're analytical like he is. They're using foresight like he is. They will approach the problem solving without emotion. Women can't do that. We have to attach emotion to whatever we do, which is nothing wrong with it, but that's why we're not good problem solvers. So he's not doing that. If he needs help with solving a problem, he's likely to go to other men, his father, his uncles, his friends, a mentor, somebody he respects, a man he respects and looks up to, that he feels may be able to help him in this particular situation resolve an issue that's stumping him. Okay? And the reason why he doesn't want you to resolve the problem is because you have to be in a position to trust his problem solving. If you resolve the problem for him, then he can't with confidence say, I resolved the problem for us, and therefore this will encourage her to trust my leadership, which my problem solving is a huge part of my leadership. If you do it, you solve the problem. And if you are in a situation where you're constantly doing that, then it erodes the trust in his leadership. That's why he doesn't want you to do it. And this is why the relationship breaks down towards the end, because he doesn't want to be in a relationship with someone that actually doesn't trust his leadership skills, but you took the role of the problem solver in the relationship. He doesn't actually want you to do that. But you're so competent, quote unquote, that it takes it away from him, because he's got to be able to do it. He's got to be able to do it. He's got to be able to do it. Like, this isn't even a slight on nobody. He has to be able to do that because you're going to look to him to do that. There will be times where you're going to sit back because you don't know and look to him like, we'll solve it. It's going to be all right because he's got to make it all right. Not because it magically is okay, but he has to actually make practical steps to make sure things turn out well. And that is his problem solving. That is his foresight. That is his provision. That's what he has to do. That's why you shouldn't do it. Okay? That's why it's a high likelihood that he's now going to leave the relationship because you try to build him, not build with him. I hope y'all understand that. Let's go into what it takes to build with a man. So building a man is a masculine energy. That's the other reason why. That's why it doesn't work. It's a masculine energy. Building with a man is feminine support. So when a woman is building with a man, this is what it is. She is neither creating that vision, nor is she instrumental in making sure that any of the issues are resolved from a practical standpoint. She's not problem solving for him. Now, that doesn't mean she doesn't care if the problem is solved. It's just that she's not there to try to solve it for him. He created his own vision. The support from her when they are in the building phase is that he's building it. He's building it. She's not building him. Do you understand? He's building a vision. She is supporting the vision. She's not building him. Okay? Now, this support can be monetary. And in many cases in the building phase, it is monetary. Yet, he's not looking for your provision. He's not looking for that. He's not looking for a woman to come provide for him because he's unable to procure things. In this instance, your monetary contribution is not a provision. It's a contribution and a sacrifice and an investment on your part into vision. For example, okay, what he's doing, before I get to the example, he's creating circumstances where your talent, your knowledge, and your ability to do things is put to use for him and consequently for the both of you, for your benefit. So he's investing in you and getting you to invest in us. That's different. And it can be monetary, although not always. But monetary is not excluded from that. Okay? So for example, if you come into a relationship making $80,000 and he comes into that relationship making $45,000, he may tell you pay 50 to 75% of essential bills. Or you pay all the utilities, I'll pay the rent where we are. But you got to contribute something to that. I only want you to do this for 3 years, 2 or 3 years maximum. Within that time, the business and the vision that I already have in play, this is not a someday I might do it. This is I actually have irons in the fire. This is actually going to go. I'm doing this. I'm not hopefully going to do it or one day I'm going to be a business owner. No, not that. He's actually got this planned out. And he tells you, I need your monetary contribution. Keep your job for the next 3 years. Keep your job. Within that time, by the time that 3 years is up, my business or what I'm doing will surpass what you've got going, your income. I'm going to need you to quit. I'm going to need you to quit that job and I'm going to need you to work for me. And when you work for me, I'm going to teach you how to do what I need you to do to actually make this business more profitable for us. You're building with him. And whether that dream does exactly what he wants it to do or it falls a little bit short, he's not leaving. He's not leaving because now he wants to reward loyalty. Now he wants to reward investment. Now he wants to give you a return on your investment. He doesn't want to leave you high and dry because you invested, you sacrificed to build with him, not build him. He doesn't need that. He doesn't even want that. A man that needs and wants that, I don't know why you're dealing with him. Okay, a man, and it's a small percentage of them that want you to be their mama. I don't know why you volunteering for that role and then get mad. You volunteered. It's voluntary. Stop doing it. Stop volunteering to do stupid stuff, and then you won't feel bad about doing stupid stuff. You have to actually know what's going on, know what you're getting into, have the conversation. Stop getting into stuff with assumptions and stuff going on in your head, and no one's talked about it. No one's hashed it out. No one has actually sat down and said, okay, this is what we're trying to do. If you stop just rushing in with stupid thoughts and assumptions in your head, you won't get caught up. I'm telling you, Auntie Crimson is telling you how not to get caught up. Okay? And the difference between building with a man and building a man. No, you don't build a man. Okay? Building a man, quote unquote, is something that you do to create to get leverage so you can have a power struggle with him and see who's going to wear the pants. Building with a man is an investment and a sacrifice for the both of you to reach a vision and a goal that he set. Okay? So sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.